What is up, guys? Today I'm gonna talk about the different part of the personality. So yeah, you know, type is not all. We all know that. We're like, what? Type? It's just a category? Bullshit. Don't put me in a box, bro. And I'm gonna put you into 4 boxes, not 1, 4. So that goes a little bit with my system, you know. Interior, precise, exterior, universal. So I'm just gonna write a little bit like the 4 parts. Kind of something that I contemplate on. I was like, okay, type, okay. There's also nurture, you know, nature, nurture, experience, you know. We did an experience. I'm like, okay, there's me. There's the precise me. You can maybe score me in a type. Okay, I have a certain experience. Okay, I live in a culture. Okay, so I kind of do that, you know, the kind of different parts. Persona, by the way, means a mask. So it's kind of a mask. So it's kind of a construction of our mind, you know. It's actually, I mean, it's true, you know, it's our personality. It's hard to detach from it, you know. That's why we call it personality. Let's say that they are masks that are really close to us, and we don't see the mask. Like, I cannot bring it. You know? So it's kind of that fashion, you know, the personality. So the first year, yeah, I call that the innate. I think it's 2N actually. I'm not sure. So yeah, the innate is more how our inner, let's say, emotion, experience, kind of contemplation, you know, kind of everything that passed through our minds. So it's more like the precise. It's actually more interior, more precise. All here is actually more the precise aspect. I don't think you will see that well, but that's the precise aspect. While here is the interior, here is the exterior. Now, it's actually Ken Wilber that discovered that. I didn't know. I know that Carl Jung actually wrote something similar, a quadrant like that. Me, I didn't know. I just formulated that. After I was like, okay, there's no way somebody didn't conceptualize that, you know, because it's so universal, you know, across many different places. Some people call this the collective, and this the individual. I think it's Ken Wilber that did that described it like that. But me, I prefer universal and precise. I think they are better. So yeah, the innate, super interior and precise. Now here, I actually just call that universal. I don't have a better name for that. Sometimes I call that the mythos, like kind of the you can say the collective unconscious to some degree, you know, for a lack of better representation, all the different kind of fantasy and universal pattern. It's more interior, you know, it's more like the unconscious, the instincts in a way. So, oftentimes, we just call that universal. In this one, it's more like the society. So it can be called culture. Culture is actually more something that I prefer to describe between the two. It's kind of more the culture. And if we go more towards that, it's more the collective unconscious. If we go a little more towards that, it's more the culture. So society is more like the function of the society, kind of the value. You can see the culture here. Culture is more like the value. Or society is more how you function in it. Also the science. Everything that is kind of at the level of the culture, so the development level. So So you can be in a culture that is not evolved at all. So we will adopt a lot of the thinking of the culture. So it's a little more like that. And everything in terms of technology, science, and religion will be, I mean, they are in the universal in a way, how we apprehend them, but how they will be taught in the culture, they are in that quadrant, you know. So this precise exterior is actually a lot, you know. You can see the brain scans, you know. Brain scan is more something that is precise and exterior. Or you say, okay, my inner experience on that, it's more something that the innate will contemplate. So it will be more something that innate in this one will contemplate. So this one is more like, I have a hard time describing this one oftentimes, you know. Some people think it's actually more a system, you know. But I kind of disagree. I feel like the systems is actually more something the society. Maybe it's actually more like the two working together a little bit, you know, like the system. But kind of disagree. I think it's more about the laws and some kind of experience, you know. I feel like it's more like experience. It's kind of a more universal experience that is in the exterior. So it's more like, I don't know, I guess trees, stuff like that. To some degree it can be precise because we have our own representation of the trees, but the trees in themselves, they are more something here, you know. I don't know, it's something that I learned a little bit with Hegel, you know. But if you learn Hegel, it's a crazy dude. But whatever, so me it's more like that. The innate and the laws are more in terms of experiences, you can say. So the both of them deal with experiences. So now after all this gibberish talk, I'm gonna say, like, where is type? Where are archetypes? Kind of easy, you know, it's kind of, the archetypes are there. Archetypes are not fully universal in a way. I guess you can see that the upper of the universal can be more described in a way, but here cannot be really described, you know. Kind of places, you know, and having the place implemented in your mind with that kind of quadrant, but the archetype can be described. So they're actually more the meeting of the innate and the universal in a way. It's more like the representation, you know. They are more the representation of the instinct in a way, but they are more the universal because it's more a raw category. So yeah, and type is also there, but type in my sense is actually more precise. Now it depends to some degree because the type of OPS can be so accurate, universal, that you can say that maybe they are an archetype that is more accurate, that is less archaic. In some sense it's less archaic, so you can see it's more in the innate, but you can say that it has a more broad universal quality to them. So in some sense the type can be lower than the archetype. So I'm not sure there actually. And oftentimes do a triangle like, now you cannot see at all, but let's say I would do a triangle there. That you can see that the time, and you can see that here is kind of the innate. And here is I often call that the mixture. That this one is like a really precise knowing yourself all at once at a precise moment in time. That one is kind of, you can say, an illusion to some degree, that you cannot really know the precision to the macro level, to all the neuronal level. It's more a theory that I have with the triangles. I say that the type inform you about the universal of your innate. The innate is more okay, kind of my experience, my own thoughts, my own subjective experience, subjective assessment, you know, it's more an assessment. You can see the differentiation with that and that. But this one is more an internal assessment, while this one is more like an experience that is shared, and there's no, it cannot be like I don't see that, like you can know it's there in our kind of universal exterior experiences. And So yeah, so innate is actually more the assessment in the subject, you know, and the mixture is more a theory, the neuronal level. So in that sense, that's how I illustrate it. And now all those components will be the personality in some sense. That your own construction of the innate society, you know, what it has brought up for your ideology, system of thinking. Universal, you know, and laws, they are, because they're more universal, they're kind of less corruptible because they are shared across. But there's a kind of a non-locality with them that can be hard. So the psyche always kind of do a precision in some sense with the society and innate kind of and with the exterior, the kind of world that you live in. So the universal can be quite difficult to kind of apprehend, and you kind of need the bridges between the other quadrants in a way. And you know, universals place more like a Carl Jung talk, you know. And now the transcendence of that quadrant will be something that you transcend your personality in a way. So me, I oftentimes represented, you know, by you can see I oftentimes do either a cycle, you know, a circle, or a triangle, you know. So either I do that. So either I do that. It's like the pointer. And you kind of transcend all your construction, all your limitation, all the kind of things that has affect your personality, kind of put the mask off. Very difficult. It's you can say it's a theory in a way. There's a lot of evidence that you can do it. Now you can do it all the time, not really. You know, the quadrant is still in the picture of the triangle, you can say, and even in the cycle, you know, you can see the cycle there. So that's more the representation, you know, and you can take what seems accurate for you. But, and I know that's a lot of stuff, and I don't know, it can be hard mentally maybe to digest all that in one video. But anyway, I'm kind of an irresponsible guy. I just show that, and you know, I hope it makes sense and that you're not overwhelmed or that you know, at least it makes sense to some degree and an integrated fashion. You know, it's like don't maybe reject some part of it. Okay, he kind of budget there. You know. Okay, whatever, like, okay, maybe I don't see it, and you know, it's fine. So it's more the 4 quadrants of personality, you can say, with the transcendental aspect. So thank you for watching.